My least favorite job.
I have to do CDT shots for creepers kids. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning and I'm super excited. We have our first open farm day today. People are gonna come and play with baby goats. Hopefully people show up. The weather's been kind of wishy-washy. It wasn't supposed to rain, and then it was supposed to rain, and then it wasn't supposed to rain, and now it's supposed to rain again. But I don't think until later in the day. And it's been saying it's supposed to rain all week, and we've had literally the most beautiful week, like ever this week. I also want to point out this little thing that I got in the mail. It's a sun catcher. I hope you can see it. It's a creeper. If you guys know Creeper, it looks just like her. But yeah. She doesn't have a website or anything, so I'll link the name of her Facebook down below in the description. So if you are interested, sorry, there's something on my camera. If you are interested in artwork from her, you can search her up. So Greg must have been down here last night. Sometimes he comes down and sees the goats, and somebody didn't close the gate. Good thing they were sleeping and nobody tried to get out. I'm going to milk these guys, open everybody up, and get the babies down in their thing. And then I have to do CDT shots for creepers kids. So I've got Mr. Moon and then his sister to do CDT shots with. And then I have to do their second round of coccidia preventative. So I think I'll try to get that out of the way really early. And then we're going to go to the farmer's market. And then I'll bring you back for us trying to set up for the open farm day. So I hope you enjoy. Also, I was checking the mail the other day to get the sun catcher, and this is cinnamon full moon cinnamon toast crunch. This is for Cinnamon's little baby that we had this year. She is registered, and her registration is like this brown color. We always get blue papers, so I'm assuming it's because she's only 50%, so she's the grade, record grade, recorded grade. She's not like an actual American or purebred. So yeah, super exciting. She is coming to the show with us next weekend. Okay, what you got? Clean this strip cup out. And I had a rag down here for a couple days so I could wipe off teats without getting my clothes and hands all dirty, but it got dirty and then I never brought another one down to bring that one up and wash it. Still using our milking pail that I got from the lady that I worked with in high school, and it is 100% our favorite milking pail now. We don't use anything else because we can milk all 3 goats into it and it fills it like perfectly. And yeah, we love it. a big goal of ours for this batch of babies was to raise them around dogs, or at least a dog, because Alaska's safe around them, so that they weren't so afraid of dogs, because all of our other goats are terrified of them, and we'd like to be able to bring Alaska out without spooking everybody. So far, this batch of kids clearly doesn't care about her at all, so it's super cool. Don't they know when I'm going to feed them? I'm gonna try to just get the triplets out, I think. Because I did, oh, triplet, no. Twins, okay. I'm gonna try to get the triplets out, feed them, and then I'm gonna get Cinnamon and Sugar, or Creeper's kids, and I've got their CDT shots and their round of bacons. I'm so ready to be done bottle feeding. Alrighty. These are a set of triplets, $2 and a dough, and they're out of cinnamon and toast, hence the registered cinnamon toast crunch. That's the little dough. So we're keeping this little one. She will stay here on the farm. 50% Nubian because Cinnamon is sadly unregistered. But yeah, she's a pretty girl. I think she's really small now, but I think she's gonna be really big like her mom. All right, so I switched the camera around so I can make sure I can see what I'm doing, so I can catch it on camera for you guys. This is Bay Cox. This is for coccidia. You can use it as a preventative, but it can also be used to treat coccidia. We do 5.5 milliliters per 5 pounds, or scratch that. Definitely not 5.5. 1 milliliter per 5.5 pounds. Look it up or ask your vet before you go dosing your goats with it, because I'm not a vet. It's just what I do. So the reason that we do this is because all of our goats have come to us on coccidia preventative except for Cinnamon and Sugar. And Cinnamon and Sugar are the only ones that ended up with coccidia when they were younger, and I almost lost Sugar. It was really terrible. I had to treat with all sorts of stuff. She was literally like spray pooping all over the walls in the barn. Like I had to go in there and wash the walls off with a hose at one point. It was so bad. Definitely a big don't want that to happen again moment. So since then I use preventative for coccidia on all my kids. You don't have to do that. Some people don't like the idea of doing that, but I would much rather treat and not lose than not treat and possibly lose. Again, that's not everybody's way of thinking or looking at it. Some people think that it causes resistance and all sorts of things. We haven't had any other goat on the farm have coccidia ever, out of all the ones that are treated with a preventative as kids. Ooh. So this is pretty easy for the most part. You just want to get it in their mouth. There we go. All right. I'm assuming it doesn't taste the best because I don't really like it. And then we do CDT. All of our does get a dose of CDT when they are 30 days out from kidding. Sorry, the flies are really bad right now. Black flies. And then the kids get a CDT shot around 8 weeks old, and then again 4 weeks after that. So many black flies. And that is for Clostridium perfringens, probably not pronouncing that right, which I'm not 100% sure what they are. I think it's like an overeating disease. I don't know. I think they can be caused or brought on by stress. Maybe I'll try to find a link with some information on that and put that in the details down below so you guys can read up on it if you want. And then also tetanus. Tetanus is really, really important if you're going to be disbudding. So where we do the 30 days on before they kid on the dams, we don't have to worry about doing CDT until they're 8 weeks. But if we didn't do the CDT shot 30 days before, they would get a CDT shot right before we disbudded, no matter what age they are. So we usually disbud at a week old. So at a week old, they get their first CDT, and then 4 weeks after that, they get another one. 4 weeks after that, they get another one. This one's pretty easy. I do subcutaneously, which means in between the skin. I'm not going intramuscular. I'm not going into the muscle. You just pull out a flap of skin and stick the needle in. That little tent is kind of how I see people describe it, and then push it in. I like to rub afterwards so that they hopefully don't get a big bump. But I also write down which leg and where I put the CDT shot. So if they do get a bump, I know that it's from CDT shots and it's not something I have to be worried about. Also, if they get a lump and it's not in that specific place, I know to be worried about it. We have not ever had any lumps or abscesses on the farm. So yeah, we've done pretty good there, other than from CDT. Back leg is usually the easiest for me because I'm by myself, so I can hold on to them. So sometimes it kind of helps to get your leg here so they can't run away. I'm pulling out the skin. You see how there's like a pocket right there they can stick the needle into? So I'm gonna pull out that skin. Find that pocket. Oh, sorry, bud. Come on. Stick that in that pocket. Good. Take out. Rub really, really, really good. Good job. All right, there's one, and then we have this one to do. We're good. Big hawks. Ooh, I know. That hurt. There. And now they are all ready for their new homes. So the open farm day went great. We had, I don't know how many people came out, but we had quite a few people come out, which is super exciting. And now it's raining, so it ended at the perfect time. Started at the perfect time, right in between rain. We did get, of the last video that I posted, we had completely shaved Lone Star. We finished her, and then we did end up doing Milky Way. She was pretty easy to do. We have a slight touch-up that we have to do on her neck, which we'll probably do right now. And then we also tattooed Lone Star and Milky Way's ears because they were both due for their tattoos. You couldn't see them on their ears, and they need to have eligible tattoos if they win anything in the show. We have to do Crunch's ears before we can bring her to the show, which means that sadly she's getting her ears tattooed today. We have some other goats that need their tattoos done too, so we might try to get some of those bucks done, but they're unregistered, so they don't necessarily need to be tattooed. So poor Lone Star. since we have tattooed her, she barely lets me touch her, which is a bummer because we worked pretty hard to make them friendly. So I don't know, I'm kind of questioning whether the whole show thing is gonna be something that we continue to do in the future, because I really don't want to stress all the girls out, but we'll see what it's like when we get there. But yeah, I'm gonna show you us tattooing Crunch. She is FMC, Full Moon Creamery. S5, the 5th goat born on the farm this year. Alright, if anybody has not tattooed before, it's a very quick process. She will scream a little bit, it's not that bad. If you don't want to watch it, then now is your chance to skip ahead. I'll put the little numbers down below so you can skip past this part. We do use, we've been using a toothbrush to rub the stuff on their ears because it doesn't get as messy.
Can you go get the FS? It's on the trash can.
Hi, baby.
He's very sleep. What do we got here?
S5.
Oh, she's bleeding.
Oh, I know.
Sorry. Alright, one more ear. All done. Oh. Is that right side up?
Yeah. S5, so put it. Oh, baby's got the camera. And I just want to show you guys what we're looking at here. So, you see how she has the little dots there? And then we're just taking this and rubbing that right into those little dots so that stays. Sorry, I got it all over you just like you asked me not to do.
It's okay.
And that is how we do ears. I'm sorry, baby.
My least favorite job.